السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم. كما قال عز شأنه: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنما المؤمنون إخوة فأصلحوا بين أخويكم. صلوات. For a long time, we are speaking and discussing Risalatul Huquq, the discourse on rights of Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salatu wasalam, in which he has explained around 50 rights that we have on ourselves, and he went into details of many of them, and we also discussed all those so far in pretty good details. Last time we were discussing the rights of the person who wrongs you, and we discussed that in many sermons. And we concluded that before Ramadan, in Sha'ban. Then in Ramadan, we were speaking on various issues about Ramadan and fasting. Now we are going to move into a new topic that Imam is discussing in Risalatul Huquq. And this is very important right. Originally, just only 2 rights are left, and after we inshallah finish these 2 rights, we'll go to another book or another series of discussion. So the 2 rights that so far we have to discuss, one of them is حق أهل ملتك, the right of the people of your creed, your community. So the rights of your community. Then in the end, he discusses the rights of non-Muslims. What are the rights of the people who are not in, of your people of your creed, of your belief? They don't believe what you believe. So Ahl Millatik, Millat means nation, the nation which believes in the same ideas. Ideology is the same. So it's called one millat, one community. So these two rights are very, very important, which Imam is discussing in his Risalat al-Huquq in the end of the booklet. So we'll start with the right of the people of your creed, which means your own community, the people who believe in the same, what you believe in. أهل ملتك أما حق أهل ملتك عامة فإظهار السلامة ونشر جناح الرحمة والرفق بمسيئهم وتألفهم واستصلاحهم وشكر محسنهم إلى نفسه وإليك. So he says, in your community, when you live in your community, so you will find some people who are good with you and some people who are not good with you. Means their behavior sometimes is really good and sometimes their attitude is not nice. In both situations, you have to be kind and deal with mercy, janah al-rahmati wal-rifq, and niceness with them, all of them, and especially the people bimusi'ihim who are disrespect you for you. You should be merciful for them. The people who are good and nice and kind, of course, they deserve that you should also return their kindness the way they are doing it, and be appreciative for them. Thank them for being good. So now you're living in, before Imam was talking about generally, when you live in a society, there are people who wrong you, there are people who give you many favors. So in both situations, Imam has explained that how you deal with both these two people. Now, Imam is specifically talking about living in a society, in a community, how to deal with the community people. There are several ways that people deal with community. One is that they have no connection, no relationship with the community at all. So they have no problem, apparently. They feel no problem because they are not dealing with anyone. So the matter of being kind or not kind, it doesn't appear. It's not there. So they think that if they are away from the society, away from from the community, they feel good for themselves. But Imam says, no, you have to be within the community and feel part of the community. You are al-Muslimuna kal-jasad al-wahid, as the Prophet has said, that Muslims are just like one single body. So you are a part of that single body. You cannot separate yourself from your community. You are part of the community, and community is part of you. You cannot get away from it. And yes, there are ways and there are manners how to deal with the issues in the community. Yes, it comes. But if many people complain about the community, if I stay in the community, this happens, that happens, it's fine. But how much benefits you also receive? You have to make a community. Human being is a social animal. You have heard this term, social animal. It's not animal. Don't say animal, okay? Say social animal. If you just say animal, you will get in trouble. So, no, it's social animal. Without social life, you cannot live alone. Not possible. You need a circle of friends. You need a circle of your family. You need a circle of community. So you need different circles. Your home, then your family, then your community. And the people who are not part of any of these, they don't have family, see what they do. They need someone. So they go to the wrong way to replace the family. And you know that, what I'm saying. If they don't have family, they cannot stay alone without family. They try to find wrong outlet for the desire of having a family or the need of having a family. So family is must. Then next step is this family should be part of a bigger extended family. You know, like you say, extended family, in-laws. If you go and start talking about in-laws, it's a very interesting topic, right? So in-laws, apparently they were not in your family, but they became part of your family. Now the family is extending. Then other people who anyway are related to you by blood or by this kind of relationship. So you need that circle also. After that circle, again you need a bigger circle of community who are not your relatives, but you live with them, you talk with them, you seek help from them from anything, you help them from many issues. So this is kind of relationship with you need to establish. So, okay, the people who don't have community, let's say, okay, they don't have a community of same belief, same faith, as the Imam is calling them, millah, ahla millatik, the people of your creed. They don't share one single creed. But still, since every human being is in need of a group which have same thinking, same ideology, so they start finding other commonalities, different kind of common values on which they get together. Maybe sports. Some people like same kind of sports, and they just make a club, they make a team, they make a kind of group, and they get together occasionally. Why? Because though this is not the issue of same faith, but the issue of same thinking, same taste, same thing that same likeness and dislikeness. So anyway, you need a group of people with whom you socialize. Socialization is something very important. You see, when we get together here for salat, you can come, offer your salat and just go back. You can do it alone. First of all, why should you come here? You can do it at home. So the center means that you need some people who you will talk to them, ask them their well-being, and exchange with them your ideas, your issues, right? So you need some people to talk and socialize. So this is originally part of social life in Islam. And when you come, not only this, the social life also should be well organized. And there are rules and laws and regulations how to deal with whom. So inshallah, we'll go into some more details about every single thing that we just talked about. The thing is that Imam is emphasizing on haqq ahla millatik. Basically, we should understand that the people of our community have some rights on us. We cannot be selfish and only think about ourselves and sit and think about our own interest only, and it is not going to work. Why? Because anywhere and any time we are going to be in need of somebody and somebody's help. Once you seek help of someone, you have to check who you are seeking the help from. If he's your friend, why he is your friend? What is the common values you both share to make a friendship? Otherwise, you cannot be friend of someone who doesn't agree with you on everything. And if there is everywhere disagreement, you cannot be a friend. Friend means agreement. You agree on some issues. You have some common issues. Then this commonality brings you closer and make you together. So this togetherness is part of our life. We need this kind of socialization. So Imam says, إِضْمَارُ السَّلَامَةِ. Everything depends on your intention and on your niyat. Your intention should be clean, and always you should have good intention about other people. Idmar, Imam is saying the good intention starts with your mind and your heart. So sometimes, you might be good with somebody, with someone, but inside you don't like him. But apparently you have to be good with him. It depends that how and when this happens. But this is overall is not a good idea. To have ill feeling about somebody and apparently you're just smiling with him. It's called hypocrisy, right? So Imam says, إِضْمَارُ السَّلَامَةِ. When you say, he said salama. Salama means peace. Look where peace starts. And Imam is telling us the origin of peace. Peace does not come only with slogans, not just with speeches, not just using very good quotes or good sentences about peace. Peace should be sincere. And it starts with your heart and mind, with your intention. You should have peace within yourself. Peace for yourself and peace for other people in your mind. With anybody that you are related to. With your family members, with your wife, with your husband, with your children, with your parents, with your brothers, with your sisters. This is your family. Then your community members. Everybody you know, every friend that you have any contact with him or her, you should be nice. But not just apparently nice, not in your text messages nice. You need to be nice, really, true. إِضْمَارُ السَّلَامَةِ. This salamat and peace, you should have it in your heart for him and for her. Which means your relationship should be based on peace. This is how Islam starts. Salama, he used the word salama, peace. Why? Because in our relationship, the first thing and the initial action of our relationship is salam. Greeting. When you see somebody, is what you say? Salamu alaikum. Peace be on you. He also says, peace be on you too. This is his answer. So this exchange of greetings, this is the start of our relationship when we see one another. Imam saying this is true, this is very good. But it doesn't mean that when you meet one another, you say, peace be on you. It's not verbal issue. You should keep the peace in your heart and in your mind for him, to whom you are saying assalamu alaikum. So now you say assalamu alaikum. When you separate from him, what you say? Are you still have the same intention of salamun alaikum with him? Peace be upon you. really do you need him to be in peace? Astaghfirullah, look. Miss where we are and what Islam is teaching us. See our behavior, see our ethics, and see Islamic teachings. How far we are from Islamic teachings. A minute ago I said salam to somebody. Assalamu alaikum. Smiled on his face. As he left, I started mocking him. I started backbiting him. You just said salamu alaikum. You just said salamu alaikum. Yeah, I said salamu alaikum, but I don't like him. Imam says, no. This is not the way you should deal with your community members. They have rights on you. The first right of them is idmaru salama. The salamun alaikum, the peace that you are wishing for him, in front of him, when you're talking to him, when you're greeting him, when you're shaking hands with him. At that moment, it should not stop there. It should not be limited to that specific moment. It should remain forever in your heart, He is in front of you, still you need salam for him. He is not in front of you, still you need salam for him. So you need peace for your brothers, your sisters in your community. All the time you need peace. Now if you see somebody is not good, yeah, maybe he doesn't deserve your love. So still, you should be sincere. And inshallah we'll talk more what Imam is saying, that how you should deal with different situations in your community. So, but this is a very, very important topic, believe me. Community relations are very important to know, and the adab and the manners and the ethics and the responsibilities and duties and the rights of other people. All those things we need to discuss and we need to know. And if we conclude everything what Imam has said in his sayings, that, and in the end he is concluding by saying, وَصِلْ أَخَاكَ بِمَا يَجِبُ لِلْأَخِ عَلَى أَخِيهِ. Every community member is your brother. Deal with him as you deal with your brother. Treat him as your brother. So this is what Imam is saying, is not from him. Remember, our A'imma alayhim salam, our infallible leaders who have been appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and when we discuss their teachings and we try to follow their teachings, it is not their own thing. It's not from within themselves. Everything they say is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and from Rasulullah. And of course, Rasulullah, the Prophet of Islam, also whatever he says is from Allah. So when Imam concludes this by saying you should consider everybody your brother, it is not from him, because Quran said that, and I just recited that ayat in the beginning. Quran says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ. The mu'mineen are brothers. Brothers and sisters, this is a very strong tie of brotherhood. A very strong. And we should not forget our responsibilities towards our brothers. Brothers in faith. Of course, inshallah we'll discuss later the last right that Imam has mentioned in his book, in his discourse of rights, which he talks about the rights of non-Muslims, especially living in Islamic society. This is very important topic also. But we'll discuss first this, then inshallah we'll go to that. And if you want to find both of them in one place, you will find it in Nahjul Balagha, in the saying of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. When he writes a letter to his governor, saying, look, you have the power now, and you are the leader. You have the power in your hands. How you will deal with people. Anybody who you see under your governorship, either he is imma akhun laka fi din, same thing, what Quran said and what Imam Zain al-Abidin said, same thing. Either he is one of your brothers in faith, same faith, same creed, he is your community member. Imma akhun laka fi din, either he is your brother in faith, or, okay, he is not my brother in faith, he is not Muslim, so what? So Imam said again, أو شبيه لك في الخلق, either he is equal to you, same exactly as you are in humanity. You are a human being, he is a human being. He has two hands, you have two hands, two eyes, two eyes. What is the difference? Difference only the belief and faith is fine. If he has faith, same as you have, he is akhun laka fi din, he is your brother in faith, it's fine. Deal with him as a brother. But if he is not as you believe with the same faith, then again he is a human being. You are also a human being. Which means there are two brotherhood. One physical brotherhood, which comes from Adam and Eve. And Quran says that all of you from Adam and Eve, from one single parents, all human being. This is physical brotherhood, biological brotherhood. Then there is a spiritual brotherhood. It comes through your faith. Akhun laka fid din, your brother in faith. Inshallah, we'll discuss more. It's very, very interesting topic, believe me. Both of them. The rights of your community and the rights of the people who are not part of your community. In both situations, inshallah, we'll discuss more, and there are so many things to discuss, inshallah, in next our sermons. إن أحسن الحديث وأبلغ المواعظ كتاب الله، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.